Hi everyone, it's Janet Wakeland with RemarkablyCreated.com. In today's One Take Wonder video, we are going to talk blendabilities, and we're going to talk about all of the possibilities with blendabilities that don't involve coloring and shading a stamped image. On the table in front of me, I have all of the colors that are currently available, or actually will be available, beginning August 1st. The full line will be available. Blendabilities, if you are not familiar with them, are an alcohol-based marker, which means that they dry very quickly. They also blend very nice. And the way that Stampin' Up! Packages and sells their blendabilities in a set of 3 coordinating colors. So you'll have a light, a medium, and a dark shade. All of the blendabilities do coordinate with our cardstock, our traditional ink pads, all of our accessories, ribbons, and things like that. So again, you've got your 3 colors. You don't have to worry about trying to match up numbers or worrying about, what do I blend this or that with. Of course, you can use them mixing and matching too. You don't have to use them as a whole set. One of the sets that I do want to point out is our blendabilities that's called the skin tone assortment. And I don't want you to be misled by the word skin tone. These are great colors for coloring some of our hardwood and our wood grains and things like that, wood frames. So this is a great one to pick up if you're trying to do tree stems and some of your fall colorations and things like that. So don't let the word skin tones mislead you. So let's go ahead and let's just start coloring and seeing what we can accomplish with all of our different blendabilities. So we're going to set those ones off to the side, and we're going to pull this one in. And let's just go ahead and we'll start with orange. And what I have here is one of our little vintage buttons. And you can just see that I'm able to color it. Is it going to be as absolute deep? It's going to depend on which one of the 3 oranges that you pick. But you're just going to be able to get in there. And you're going to be able to color it. And then the color will become permanent. It's kind of like coloring with marker, with Sharpies. The difference is we now can coordinate with Stampin' Up's products. There's one of our vintage buttons. This is one of our candy bases. And let's see if we can get a darker color in there that you can see better in the light. Grab this candy base. And we're going to be able to come in here and then just kind of give it a nice metal look. Here I have our clear vintage buttons. We'll color it red, getting ready to make red candies for Christmas. I know it's only July, soon to be August, but we're already thinking Christmas when you're a crafter. So nice fun little red button there for you. This is not a Stampin' Up! Product, but one of the things that I love to do is I love to make jewelry with washers. My husband always thinks it's funny that he can take his wife shopping for jewelry at Lowe's. So I do like to create washer jewelry, and so I'm going to be able to color on the washers and change their colors. You want to pick it up and then go around the edges, and of course I could add other colors over top. I don't know if this one's going to show up. I just grabbed a couple of different ones. But yeah, so you'll just be able to go in then and play with your different blendabilities and playing with colors. So that's a washer. That's not a Stampin' Up! Product. This is metal. You would find metal like from your Coke cans, metal flashing from the hardware store. And I just ran it through the Big Shot with our snowflake die. And our snowflake die is retiring August 28th, so you're going to want to make sure that you pick that up before it's gone. But now I can just take my blendabilities and I can give them a really pretty blue color to that. And these make great embellishments on cards. You start to layer a few of them together. You can make really pretty pins and things like that. So again, just playing with the blue. You do want to give these a chance to dry for just a few seconds. Initially they will be damp, but then once they're dry, they're not going to rub off. They're not going to go anywhere once you dry them. This is one of our little metal buttons, and again, you're able to color those. You can color the inside one color and then take and go around the outside. So here, making red and blue, and I'll put white twine in it, and I'll have a very patriotic button. So just playing with our metal buttons. Something else fun that you can do, this is window acetate, and I can go ahead and I can just write right on the window acetate. And I can make lines on it. I can take and I can write words on it.
and I can create my own overlays for photos and things like that. Make some water, because it was supposed to say Hawaii, but I can make my own acetate overlays for Project Life, also for window cards and things like that. So you can write on window acetate, and Stampin' Up! Does sell window acetate, so that's another option for you. Another beautiful option is to color our ribbon, and this works absolutely wonderful on Stampin' Up's ribbons. And here I've got, you can just see how nicely it is absorbed into the ribbon. So you're able just to go right in there and color Stampin' Up's ribbon, so that's a possibility. This is a different ribbon, and I'm just kind of touching it and letting it bleed. It's kind of creating little dots. This is our seam binding, and it does really grab the ink. Of course, you could always go in and color. You can create an ombre effect as well too by using 2 or 3 different colors. So our markers work really, really well on Stampin' Up's ribbon. So that's a possibility for you. Looking at some more possibilities. Something else fun is our beautiful brads and rhinestones. And I should have had these out of the pack, and I'm sorry. But you can just go ahead, and I find it easier to color right while they're on the paper, just like that. Same thing with the rhinestones. I would just go ahead and color right while they're on the paper, so that's something fun for you. Stampin' Up! Has these new little mini staples coming, and you need to color those, I found, because they're so tiny, before you put them in the stapler. So you may want to have a couple of projects that you already have lined up that you want to work with. These are our metal clips, and again, just picking any one of the colors, you can color all of our different clips that we have. So there now we have a fun yellow. We can color, of course, our little clothespin. So you can just go ahead and literally start to color. Let's see if I can get these apart. Of course not. I should have been ready for you guys. Sorry about that. This is our white wire one, and that one's going to really pick up the ink because it's got white epoxy on it. And you can see that I'm working on just a piece of scrap paper here. It's a good thing to work on for your background. So you're able to color all of our metal clips and fun things like that. Another new fun product that we have coming that looks great with Blendabilities, and remember they go on sale August 1st, are our beautiful snowflake charms. And here again, you can go ahead and just start to add color to them. So you can color match whatever it is that you're working on. So our little snowflake charms are going to make beautiful jewelry, beautiful embellishments, and you're going to be able to change their color with Blendabilities. Another product that we have is we have our muslin bags, and you're going to be able to take the Blendabilities and you can just create stripes across it, just like that. But another fun product that we have, if you're a little unsure of doing anything freehand, is we have these wonderful masks or stencils, and you can lay those down and you can just fill in the dots or the stars or the hearts or the stripes. So you can use our Blendabilities, and it soaks in really, really nicely and really, really well. You're going to get a nice color when you're working with our muslin bags. So that's something that's fun for you. This is just a 99-cent frame that I bought at IKEA. And let's grab the blue. And I've got our star mask. And now I'm just going to go ahead and just lay it on the frame. So you can see where you don't need to be a card maker to enjoy our Blendabilities. There are so many incredible other things that you can do, and I won't do the whole mask, but you're going to get the idea. You're going to start to get that on there. Something absolutely really cool that I found. This is a glass knob that I picked up at Lowe's. I needed some new hardware for my new office. And again, I can start to change the color of this clear glass. And I'm tinting it red, because I do want some red knobs for a project that I have for that office. And you're going to let it dry for just a few seconds because of the glass surface, but then it will not come off once you've done that.
And so I was able to color this glass knob. And then something else that I needed is I needed some pulls for a couple of drawers. And I don't know how well you can see this, but it's a beautiful metal drawer pull. And what I'm working with, the office colors are a beautiful kind of a country red, kind of a crushed curry, and then this real pretty blue. And so I'm just adding those colors in here to this project. And now I've got a custom colored knob that I can work with, and I can have in my office. And then where's that blue? And it's going to stay, it's going to be permanent. So lots and lots of possibilities as you walk through the different craft stores and flea markets and antique stores. You're going to be looking for all kinds of fun things to color. The last thing that I want to show you is I want to show you our glimmer paper. And one of the things that I recommend is that if you're going to be working with any rough surfaces, that you get yourself a duplicate set of Blendabilities and you label them craft, because what's going to happen is some of our rougher surfaces can be colored, but they may start to beat up your tips just a little bit, and then you won't want to be coloring stamped images and things like that with it. So again, I do recommend that you get a duplicate set and label it craft for some of the craft things that you saw here. But let's just take our our brush tip, and I don't know if you can see this real well, I hope so. But here's our glimmer paper, and now look at this beautiful pink glimmer. Isn't that pretty? I can just see that on a little girl's card. Something fun and sweet. This is our Dazzling Diamonds glimmer paper. So of course the different glimmers with the same marker is going to give you a different effect. I'll just do a little bit of blue. Isn't that going to be beautiful for, where did my little snowflakes go? Oh, it's going to be so much, look how pretty that's going to be together. But again, just laying it on its side and brushing it over, and now you've got your beautiful colored. So just as a quick reminder, there's really nothing that you can't color on with these alcohol markers. Give them a second or two to dry, and then the ink will not come off. So it's an absolute wonderful, wonderful product to be working with. You can purchase them at remarkablycreated.com. I will post some of these examples and tips for you at remarkablycreated.com. And if you have any questions, you can always reach me, Janet Wakeland, at remarkablycreated.com. So have fun playing with the possibilities of your Blendabilities. Take care and God bless.